Okay, so quick and dirty bonus tutorial on rendering. I generally don't render in Rhino. So once we finish that layout, I'll give you a template to Blender that contains some materials already. So you're going to export these as two different layers. So we're going to select those objects. We're going to export them desktop as gems STL. STL. Doesn't really matter. You can pick up anything that Blender will import. You're good. Gem STL. Okay, so I can't do that. So this is gems. All right. Okay. Save. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing for the ring. Select the objects, export it as ring STL. Pretty much good to go. I like to tighten this up a little bit. I'll bring that back to 0. Oh, goodness me. Cancel. Let's redo it. Bring. I like to bring this to 0.2. I like to bring this to 0.2. Gives me a nice quad mesh when I'm going in, and then 0.2. Got one too many in your minimum aspect ratio is 0, my bad, and then minimum quads is 32. Untick everything else and go OK. It's going to give you a slightly bigger mesh, but you'll see when we bring it into render, into Blender, it's nice. Okay, so just go OK. All right, and it doesn't matter, just export your items. Then open the render template that I sent you. You won't see anything initially, but there is the camera is set up. Everything for it is set up. All you've got to do is import your items. All right, so we're going to go File and Import your STLs. So you can grab them at the same time, gems and the ring. So you grab the two of them, you can import them. All right, just double check that they are resting on the ground plane. Appears like that might need a little bit of work. Let's see, because nothing looks worse than something floating in midair. All right. So I'm going to press G and Z to bring them until I see them sticking out the bottom, and then go up a little bit. All right. Get your position ready. So something like that. I guess something like this. All right. Now we're going to tweak the model a little bit because we want all these edges nice and round. All right. So I'm going to select the ring. I'm going to go to the gears. I'm going to go remesh it. Where are we? Remesh. There it is. There. Okay. Set this to 0.03. And what it's doing, it's voxelizing and breaking all the corners a little bit, so there's no sharp edges anywhere. All right. So we're going to apply that, and then we're going to apply a smooth to it. So we're going to go smooth corrective. Let's zoom in so you can see what's happening, and then you're going to click only smooth. All right, and you can give it like 15 steps. Basically what it's going to do is going to smooth down the whole ring, and the side effect of having voxelized it first, it kind of looks like it's been worked. All right, so we're going to apply that. All right, we're going to go over to the shading tab. We're going to orient these things away just so we can see everything we want to see, and we want to be in a render view. Be aware this uses GPU, so while I'm recording over here it might make things a little difficult. All right, so for the gems, let's select them. If you drop down here, you're going to see you've got some ready-made gems inside there. At the moment they're pink. You can change the color of the pink to white over here. So you can go to RGB and you can drag it. Hard to see what we're doing here. Let's move it over. For the color, if you go to RGB, you can make this one and one. And okay, so there you've got white stones. All right. We can go to the shank. You can see immediately just in the viewport, Blender does a far better job with these gems. We're going to go over to the metals, okay, and we're going to apply metal to it. Got a white gold inside there already, except the white gold is yellow. Doesn't really matter because we can change it down the bottom here. In fact, I think we had meant to render these in yellow, but you can just change the base color over here. So again, if you wanted to go pure white or silver, you could just make these one, and where are we? One. All right, and then you can change the darkness. If it was more platinum-y, you could go to more platinum look like that. All right, or darker titanium, or just, you know, come down and make it yellow gold again. something like that. Right, so once you've got these materials applied, I've got like a white paper material on the ground plane that I like, so I'm not going to change that for now. You could probably make that more reflective if you wanted to. You could have said make this, I don't want to do that. I do want to make it more reflective, so let's get the roughness down. Good with that. Speculate it down. Alright, so you can see you've got a little bit of reflection coming in the background there. Alright, so pretty much you're ready to go back into your layout. You've got a camera inside here. Let's go to your view. Give it a second to update, and you've got that nice ground plane through there. Okay, so this is pretty much the same setup I used in the last video. And you can see that just from the viewport, you've got a much better looking diamond straight up. Everything about this is far superior, so I'd recommend using this. If you don't like seeing these little flippy flaps through there, you can highlight these items, you can go shade smooth, and you'll see that those little like edges from the voxelizing is gone. Right, to me this is a much nicer outcome. Alright, hope that helped. Cheers, bye.